As I kneel before you, as I bow my dying breath, take this day, make it good, and fill me with your love. Ave Maria, gracia plena, Dominus tecum, benedictatum. All I have, I give you. Every dream and wish are yours. Mother of Christ, Mother of mine, given me to my Lord. Ave Maria, gracia plena, Dominus tecum, benedictatum.
Science, knowledge belongs to humanity, source which illuminates the world. Morning to one and all present here. It's an incredible privilege and honor, more than a pleasure for me to welcome you all to this. I heartily welcome our guest, Dr. Deepa R. Heber, along with our principal, Reverend Father Johnson Jacob Seen, with academics, Reverend Father Peter Martin Seen, National Administrator, Reverend Frankel Kurian. Last but not the least, I extend my warm welcome to all teachers, students, parents who have extended this support to all the prospects. Thank you. It's indeed my great honor and privilege to introduce the judge of the day, Dr. Deepa R. Hebar, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Maharani's Science College for Women, JLB Road, Mysore. She has completed her PhD degree from University of Mysore under the guidance of Dr. M.S. Nalini. She has secured her MPhil degree at the year 2007 and she is a second rank holder. Her achievements are first rank holder in MSc Botany, gold medalist at the 87th convocation of Mysore University Botany. She has entered her services in 2007. Her research papers published are Journal of Applied Pharmaceutical Science, American Journal of Pharmaceutical Research. Presentations, poster presentation in National Conference Advances in Biotechnology.
We are so blessed to have such an illustrious person. Science is constantly walking a tightrope between faith, between expertise and truth, between ambition and passion, and between arrogance and conviction. In short, between an old today and a new tomorrow. Time.
Greatest natural resource, minds of children. Ahead of eternal wise of your little ones,
Fret not. Develop such a rational thinking among students. Our school, Deepal International Residential, Mysore, has organized an online science exhibition, Ignite Imagination. Sit back and relax as our children get ready to enroll their innovative ideas. Hope you will thoroughly enjoy and appreciate the work of our children. Water, being such a vital natural resource, is also the most thoughtlessly used resource. Saving water and reducing water wastage, the greatest responsibility of citizen. Today we have Ganari from grade 6 with her working model hydroelectricity water level control. Have you ever heard about hot ice? During summer, we eat ice cream to chill ourselves. Do you have any idea about this? Not scratch our head, ma'am. We have Inaya Gopunaya from grade 6 reveal this mystery. Not only humans, plants do need food for their survival. Throw some light on this idea. Coming up next is Madhurya with her innovative project on photosynthesis. Oh, Kumudini ma'am, what happened? You became so thoughtful suddenly? Yeah, ma'am. Products of photosynthesis are so pure, but these days we are getting adulterated forms. Do you have any suggestions on that? Yeah, ma'am. Food adulteration has become a rampant practice nowadays, to cater the need of this increasing population. But don't worry, ma'am. We have Kevin Polko of 6th grade. He will tell us how to detect food adulteration at home. That's simple really methods. Good. Then why to wait? Let's start. Yes, was?
Hello everyone. My name is Ganaviriam from Class 6 Deepal International Residential School, Mysore. I have taken a project water level indicator alarm with buzzer. Water tank overflow is a common problem which leads to the wastage of energy and water. Nowadays, all the householders and owners are storing the water in the overhead tanks by using the pump. When the water is stored, no one can identify the level of the water and also when the tank will fill. To resolve this type of problem by using the water level indicator alarm with buzzer, it helps and indicates the level of water in the overhead tank. I have taken the materials for this experiment. 4 LEDs, 5 transistors, 4 resistance, 1 buzzer, 12 volts DC adapter, 1 gang box and wires for connection. This is negative wire and this is positive wire. First fix 4 LEDs on the top of the gang box. Connect the resistance by using soldering gun. Next, connect the transistors and level indicator wires to complete. After that, fix the 12 volts DC adapter inside the gang box and connect the wire from 12 volts DC adapter to the circuit and connect the level indicator wires to the one of the plastic stick. Now I am going to demonstrate this model. I have prepared a small model of a tank which shows 25%, 50%, 75% and 100%. Now I am placing this inside the tank. This shows a common wire. This shows 25% of water filled and 50%, 75%, totally 100% tank filled. Now let us keep this inside the tank. Now we will on the switch. Now you can see 25% of water filled. You can see the light is on. 25% of water filled. Now you can see 50% of water filled. You can see the blue light, 50% of water filled. Now you can see 75% of water filled. You can see the green light, 75% of water filled. You can see slowly reducing. Thank you, one and all.
You're going to take 200 milliliters of vinegar in a measuring cup and 100 grams of baking soda in a bowl. After that, you're going to gently pour the vinegar into a steel pan. Make sure it is a steel pan, or else in any other pan this mixture can burn. After that, with a spoon, you're gently going to put the baking soda into the mixture. It will start to fizz up at first, but make sure to be safe. I had an adult supervision. I had an adult by my side to help me. After that, after the liquid starts to calm down a little, you're going to add the baking soda until the baking soda and vinegar stop reacting to each other. After this, put it on the stove for an hour. After an hour of slow cooking the mixture, you can see that there are tiny crystals that have formed on the side of the pan. You want to pour this liquid into a glass. Make sure to filter the liquid before you put it into a glass, otherwise the reaction might not work. Now I'm going to leave it for some time until it's room temperature. After some time, I've taken some of the liquid into the glass and I've placed my finger inside it. You can see that there are tiny flakes of crystals falling, and you can see that there's crystals forming around the glass. As you can see, now I've taken some of the residue of the mixture that we boiled and I've placed it on my finger, and I've dipped my finger into it. You can see clearly that there are flakes falling of crystals. As you can see, I'm going to now show you the crystals that have formed. you can see that there are tiny crystal chunks at the bottom. How it works. Vinegar contains acidic acid and the baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. They react to form sodium acetate. Then the sodium acetate is hydrated with water to form sodium acetate trihydrate. The supersaturated solution of sodium acetate trihydrate and water cooled makes the solution unstable, which causes the release of the sodium acetate trihydrate molecules from the water, that is in our case the crystals you see when you place your finger inside the solution. This experiment is an exothermic reaction, which causes the heat you feel when you hold the solution. Thank you and have a good day.
Hello everyone, my name is Madhurya studying in Depot International Residential School. I am here to explain about photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants and some other organisms use sunlight to synthesize nutrients from carbon dioxide and water. This process is an example for autotrophic nutrition. Most leaves are green due to a pigment called chlorophyll that helps them in preparing food for the plant. The main function of the leaf is to manufacture food by the process of photosynthesis. Leaves use water, carbon dioxide, sunlight and chlorophyll for preparing food. Oxygen is given out by the plants during this process. Leaves have tiny pores on their surface. These pores are called stomata, by which they take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. Directly or indirectly, all organisms depend on plants for food. Hence, photosynthesis is a major process. Save plants, save Earth. Thank you.
Good morning to my teachers and friends. I'm Kavin Purko from grade 6. Food is essential for the sustenance of life, and the adulteration of the food can deceive the consumer and could lead a great risk to the consumer's health. So today, I am here to show you some of the experiments you can do at home to check out the adulteration of a food. They are quick, simple and easy. Now, we are going to detect the presence of papaya seeds in black pepper. Take some black pepper and add it to a glass of water. As you can see, the pure pepper settles down, while the adulterated pepper with the papaya seeds float in the surface of water. We are going to see the presence of water-soluble synthetic artificial colors in the chili powders. Take some chili powder and add it to a glass of water. Now, as you can see, the pure chili powder has not descended any color streaks in the water, but you can see that this gave some color streaks into the water. Now we are going to detect the presence of super solution in honey. This honey is sourced from the bee collectors, and this honey is commercially available in markets. Take half a spoon of honey and pour it into the water. Now we will mix both of these honey. As you can see, this is not dissolving at all. So, it's a pure honey. Now we are going to stir the commercially available in market honey. As you can see, this has dissolved completely. So this means this honey is adulterated with sugar. Fun fact about the pure honey. You can see the memory of the honeycomb. As it is hexagon, you can see the shape of the hexagon in pure honey. Now we will be detecting the presence of detergent in milk. I am going to shake the contents thoroughly in this milk. This has not formed any lather yet. Now I am going to shake the contents of this milk thoroughly. As you can see, this milk is pure because it not formed any layer of lather because due of agitation. As you can see, on the other hand, this has formed a very thick layer of lather because there is added detergent in this milk. Salt is commonly adulterated with white chalk powder. So now we are going to test if any of this salt has white chalk powder mixed in it. Take a spoon of salt and put in the water. Mix both of them very well. As you can see, a little bit of the salt has dissolved and it has given a clear solution. Now we have dissolved a little bit of this salt, but it has given us a dense white turbid color. As you can see, this salt has dissolved a little bit, but it's clear. It may be a little bit turbid because of the permitted anti-caking agent present in the salt. As you can see on the other hand, this salt has been in a very dense white turbid color. Because of the presence of chalk powder, it turns into this white color. By performing these simple experiments, you can detect the adulteration in the food at home. Thank you.
Thank you, children, for your wonderful presentation. Nowadays, I have been noticing a problem. We all are moving towards the scarcity of renewable resources of energy. Main reason for this is the depletion of natural resources. I can't imagine. I'm have any suggestions?
Yes, of course, ma'am. Roshan of grade 7 will tell us how we can conserve water. Alongside, we have Shushrat of grade 6, Tanishq from grade 9, Aini from grade 7, and Prince Victor from grade 7 as well with their respective projects on renewable resources.
My name is Roshan and I would like to share my project with all of you. Water is a very important resource in the life of all living beings. So here is a simple project that can help a lot with the conservation of water and water harvesting. This project consists of a battery, switch, the rain sensor and lastly a buzzer. Now I'm going to display this chart on screen. So as shown in this chart, the battery is connected to a switch which is used to not waste power. Okay, so then now this switch is connected to the rain sensor and then the rain sensor is finally connected to the buzzer. So now when the rain sensor detects any rain, okay, it sends a signal to this as it completes the circuit because water conducts electricity. So then when it starts buzzing and you hear it, you can go out and off it and you can take the necessary actions required to conserve water. So now I'm going to show you a working demo of how my project works. Now in this demonstration, I'm going to pour water on the sensor and it should make a buzzer sound here. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to on it. And now when I pour water here, you had seen that it had made a buzzer sound. So now when you hear the buzzer, you can come out of the switch and you can take the necessary actions to conserve water. As you had seen in the demo, this is a very simple but useful project. There is also a pipe here which collects the water which falls on the roof and sends it to the below tank. And then you can pump it to the overhead tank to use it for household purposes. Okay, this is just a low-cost rain detector which can help to conserve water. So when this rain sensor detects water, it completes the circuit as water conducts electricity and then it sends a signal to the buzzer and the buzzer starts buzzing. So when we hear the buzzer, we can take the necessary actions to conserve water. So I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to my project and have a good day.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Shushut and I'm studying in 6th standard B section. Today I'm going to explain you about the topic of windmill. Windmills are used to generate electricity. These are also used to grind crops and pump water from underground. As we all know that windmills has come from history from our grandfathers to us. As we all know that nowadays windmills are used to generate electricity. There are two types of windmills. The two types of windmills are public windmill and private windmill. As we all know, the middle class and poor class people cannot afford private windmills, so they pay taxes to the government to get electricity from the public windmill. These windmills are also used to generate electricity in the street lights. Private windmills are owned by some persons who generate their own electricity. Now I am going to show you that here's the windmill working and there is the light in here. See, as you can see, here's the light over here. The light has come up and these windmills are placed in a very high places where it's too cold to generate wind. These windmills are also placed in two places where the two places are village and city. In villages, the windmills are made out of bricks and wood and a large type of motor. The The windmills are made out of wood and they have very large motors. And in the villages which windmills are used, they are used to grind crops and generate water from underground to up. And in cities which windmills are placed not in cities but in plain platforms or lands where too much roads are not constructed. So there the wind comes nicely. Some windmills are placed in the ocean to generate a lot of electricity. So that's it I need to tell. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening everyone, my name is Khalid Shindal Kashyap and I'm from 9th. My project for this exhibition is on wind. See, wind power is the least power which is used actually to generate electricity. Mostly they are using solar energy. Wind energy is actually energy is depending on wind power. It can be clockwise, anti-clockwise, anything, but wind energy, you don't have 100% guarantee that you will get current every day, even though you don't have current at your area. That's why most people depend on solar energy. For example, if I turn on my table fan over here, now all the fans are working right now. I have put in generating motors in few of the fans which generate electricity. Okay, this electricity comes from the wires and then collects over here. Here I've kept a register to decrease all the energy which is not needed so that my electric bulbs don't burn. Now if I turn on the switch, the lights are turned on without burning. So another fact about wind energy are there different types of wind energy. For example, if I just turn off this one, you can see this is a vertical windmill. Lots of people don't use these kinds of windmills because this windmill over here works differently from this one. This one is vertical windmills come with more wings than the other ones. So you are having less energy produced in this vertical windmills. I would like to say don't give you much energy compared to the windmills like this one. This one actually, if you can see the detail here actually it is supposed to be a net, and this part is supposed to be solid like these ones. The net is because these are very heavy, so wind can easily move them and generate electricity by the motors. Thank you. To end, I would.
My name is Aini. I'm from class 7th and this is my science project for the year 2021. This family in the rural area enjoys electricity too. How? They've made a power-saving wind turbine. It used to be very hot in the summers, but now with this wind turbine they can switch on the fans. This wind turbine can be built easily and cost less. In the daytime they can go about their daily lives easily. In the night time they have lights to brighten up the whole place too and enjoy the family dinner.
Hi
Hi everyone, this is me Prince Victor of class 7th. I have made a working model of windmill. Wind energy is very clean and eco-friendly energy. Wind energy also can be converted to other forms of energy. This is how it works. Tamil Nadu is the largest producer of wind energy in India. Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed watching the working model of windmill. Thank you.
That was really wonderful, children. You all have done a great job. Should give them a big round of applause. Thank you, children.
Molecules are arranged very compactly in solids. They move very freely in liquids, and in gaseous molecules are very randomly placed.
Let me explain now. What are you talking about? I don't understand anything.
Don't you remember this? We have learned this in our school.
Yeah, now I remember. Is it something called arrangement of solids, ma'am?
Exactly, the states of matter. And now we have Simrita who will explain the arrangement of molecules in three different states of matter.
Okay, Kumudini ma'am, look at this mouse. It is not working at all. I'm getting tired of using this mouse. But I heard that there is some alternative device that works as good as mouse. Do you have any idea about this?
I know why you're asking this question. Don't worry, we have Varenya with his model touchscreen pen.
Oh, I'm so eager to see him.
Come, let's watch.
Hello everyone, my name is Simrita. I'm from class 6. My project name is Solid, Liquid and Gases. Okay, what is solid, liquid and gases? Solid, liquid and gases will come in the state of matter. What is matter? Anything that occupies space and has mass is known as matter. That matter can exist in three states: solid, liquid and gases. Molecules attract each other between each other with a force called intermolecular force or cohesion. There is some space between molecules called intermolecular space. If we come to solid part, the solid is fixed shape and fixed volume. They cannot be compressed. A solid does not flow due to strong cohesion. Solid expands or constructs on being heated, very little on being heated and cooled. The molecules are closely packed due to strong cohesion. If we want to break the solid means we need a strong force to break it because the molecules are very strong due to strong cohesion. Liquid. A liquid has no fixed shape and has a fixed volume. A liquid can be compressed to a small extent. A liquid can flow. A liquid expands or contracts more than solid. The molecules are not closely packed. All liquids do not mix with one another. Gases. A gases has no fixed shape and fixed volume. Gases can be compressed easily. A gas expands or contracts to a great extent on being heated and cooled. Gases freely mix with another. This process is known as diffusion. The gas move from higher to lower pressure areas. Molecules are far apart.
So hey guys, I'm Varenya Shishikar Arya and today I'm going to show you how you can make a touchscreen pen with the materials that are already available at your home. So the materials you require are tape, aluminium foil, buds, a cup of water, a pair of scissors and a pen. You can also use a pencil. So the first thing you need to do is cut the earbud into half. And then attach it to the pen. and then wrap it with tape or it'll fall off. And then wrap it with a aluminium foil sheet, and we have to wrap it with aluminium foil sheet because when we touch on the screen there is an electric charge from our hand that goes towards the screen, and as you may know that plastic is not a good conductor of electricity, so the electric charge cannot go towards the screen, so we are going to use the aluminium foil. And don't forget that the aluminium foil should be touching the cotton of the earbud. And after doing that, we have to wrap the aluminium with tape. We need to put the tape over the aluminium foil. And now the last thing we need to do is put a drop of water or lessons in that on the cotton. So I'll be using a dropper for that. You can also use your fingertip. And now it's ready. So now we are done, and now I'm going to demonstrate how this thing works. So I've opened Microsoft Whiteboard. So first I'm going to take the pen, and then now I'll be showing you how it works. So you can see it works fine. Thank
Thank you, children. Now, I would like to welcome our respected principal, Father Johnson Jacob CN.
Very good morning to everyone. Reverend Judges, Dr. Deepa Hebar and Sandhya Rani, my dear teachers, parents and students. Happy to see you all on this virtual platform on the day of DPARS exhibiting the young minds with their science art exhibition. As you know, education is something that brings more importance in the life of young children. It is the education that helps them to grow in a holistic manner. We also know that the personality development in education is not limited to read and write, but then the knowledge that they have gained in classroom has to be practiced in their daily life. Any knowledge that we have acquired from the classroom, it has to be put in practice in day-to-day life. Knowing this very fact of education, the whole development of each and every one of these children, DPRS organizes a platform wherein the classroom knowledge are brought down to the practical life, wherein they can experiment, evaluate and judge their learnings. Today, as we organize this virtual exhibition, Ignite Imagination 2021, I believe that our children are getting a biggest platform wherein they can put into practice all the knowledge that they have gained in their classroom. Today, the country requires children who are able to produce something good for the nation, for the growth of the nation, for the whole development of our country. And that will be possible when students are able to be very creative, very innovative in their lives. This science exhibition gives them an opportunity to be more creative, to be more social, to be more pragmatic in their personal life. Why I want to tell you that they become very social and why they become very pragmatic in their life. These science exhibitions or art exhibitions or any other exhibitions they take up in their life, in their school days, will help them to be social by collaborating among their friends. They also will become very pragmatical in their life by engaging into hands-on activities. So dear parents, teachers and my dear children, I am happy to note that DPRS is a home away from home which builds the holistic development of the children, which give priority for the whole development of their children, of its children, and therefore we have got such a wonderful platform today. And it is good that we come across so many children who are very creative, who are very innovative in their life, exhibit their own practical learning in front of us, and they build a confidence in themselves as well as the confidence in the society, and confidence of the nation also is upheld. I wish all of you very good luck in your life, good wishes that you may come out in color and you will be very creative in your life. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Father, for your valuable inputs. Chameleon chemical reaction is a redox reaction which show a beautiful color change. During the reaction, the color change from violet, green, yellow and red. We have Justidy Leena Suman from grade 7 with her project chemical reaction.
Pollution has become one of the most concerning issues these days. Ma'am, do we have any project relating to pollution?
Of course, we have Lakshya from grade 7 and to say no pollution. Along, water is also highly polluted resource. However, due to water cycle, we get the pure water in the form of precipitation. And we have Prahalad from grade 7 with us to give us an visual presentation of different stages of water cycle. So why to wait? Let's watch.
Good morning to respected principal, teachers and my dear friends. My name is Leena and I am from 7th standard. Today I would like to demonstrate an experiment on a chemical reaction. To perform this experiment, the following materials and chemicals are required. A conical flask, 2 test tubes and a spatula. Chemicals that are potassium iodide powder and lead acetate powder. Firstly, take a pinch of potassium iodide powder in the first test tube. And here I am adding 5 ml of distilled water to each. Shake well the test tube to get the clear potassium iodide solution, which is colorless. Secondly, take a pinch of lead acetate powder into a test tube. I'm adding 5 ml of distilled water to it. Shake well the test tube to get the clear lead acetate solution, which is colorless. Finally, take a conical flask, and here I am adding both colorless solution, that is lead acetate solution and potassium iodide solution, into a conical flask. So here you can see that by adding two colorless solutions, a colorful yellow precipitate is formed. By mixing two colorless solutions, a colorful yellow precipitate is formed. By this experiment, we can conclude that when a chemical reaction occurs, it results in when a chemical reaction occurs between two colorless solutions, it results in the formation of a colorful yellow precipitate of lead iodide. I'm very thankful to my principal and teachers for giving this opportunity to participate in virtual science exhibition.
Hi everyone, I am Lakshya R and I am studying in 7th standard. Today, I have made a working model based on the topic pollution sources and its effects. Pollution contains harmful materials which can harm the world and the living beings. So these materials are called pollutants. There are several types of pollution which we see in our day-to-day life, like, for example, air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, noise pollution, thermal pollution, etc. We humans cause a lot of pollution in the world. We dump waste, both solid and liquid, on the footpath, which leads to land pollution. And then the animals come and eat the pollutants lying on the ground. For example, all kinds of biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste and fall ill. We also dump waste in the water bodies, gets polluted and causes water pollution, which is also harmful for all types of living beings when they drink the polluted water. Industries cause air and water pollution by letting out toxic gases through the chimney and letting out toxic waste through the water bodies. Bursting crackers and vehicles cause air pollution and noise pollution. To save ourselves and our Mother Earth, we must stop polluting our world at the earliest. And ready, steady, go, green. Thank you.
Hi, I am KR Prahalad Raghav. Today I am going to explain about my project called water cycle. The water cycle, also known as the hydrologic cycle, describes the continuous movement of water on above and below the surface of Earth. In this water cycle, there are 8 steps to get the water cycle. They are precipitation, condensation, surface runoff, evaporation, transpiration, recoilation, collection, and groundwater. Precipitation. Water that falls on the earth, especially in the form of rain or snow, is called as precipitation. This is called as precipitation. The water or snow falling from the clouds is called as precipitation. Surface runoff.
Surface runoff is the flow of water occurring on the ground surface when excess rainwater, stormwater, meltwater, or the other sources flow. This is called as surface runoff. The water from the mountains are flowing to the lakes or rivers. This is called as surface runoff. Now it is condensation. The transformation of water vapor to liquid water droplets in the air, creating clouds and fog, is called as condensation. This is called as condensation. It is creating fog or is called as condensation. Now it is evaporation. It is the process of changing from a liquid state into vapor like fog, mist or steam is called as evaporation. This is called as evaporation. The water is getting evaporated from the rivers or lakes by the sun. This is called as evaporation. Now it is transpiration. Transpiration is the loss of water in the form of water vapors from the aerial surface of plants. This is called as transpiration. The transpiration from the plants, the transpiration is taking the water out of the from the plants out. Now it is collection. Collection. It occurs when precipitation releases fresh water back to the earth and it collects in bodies of water such as lakes. This is called as collection. From the rain, the water bodies like rivers, lakes or seas are getting filled with water. This is called as collection. Now it is groundwater. Groundwater is the water which is stored beneath the earth's surface by rain. This is called as groundwater. The groundwater has been stored from the rain by the ground. The ground absorbs the water from absorbs the water and gets it beneath the earth's surface. This groundwater is very pure and drinkable. Thank you.
Those were wonderful presentations.
Yes, ma'am, that was very excellent. Sun is Sun is the harbinger of positive energy, also the source of also the center of our solar system. We have Ivo of seventh grade coming up next with his project on solar system.
Sun is the ultimate source of energy, which can never get depleted despite of constant use. With abundant sunshine, India is the perfect location for solar-powered technology. Let's witness Solar Car with Pushka Patwardhan of grade 8, along with him Greenhouse by Johan D'Souza of grade 9.
Volcanic eruptions are often a destructive force. Volcanoes are often an amazing facet of creation. So with his creation, we have next Preetham of seventh grade with his project on volcanic eruption.
Today I am going to explain about solar system. Solar system consists of planets, stars and orbits. Our solar system is very special because it has life in them. Let's go and learn about planets. First, let's learn about planet. Planet is something large celestial body which revolves around the sun. We have eight planets there: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. First, Mercury. Mercury is the smallest and nearest planet to the sun. Venus. Venus is called evening stars and hottest planet in our solar system. Earth is the third planet which has life in them. Mars is red in color and long back ago aliens live in them. Jupiter is the fifth planet and it is first largest planet and it is called king of solar system. Saturn is called queen of uh, rings and it is the second largest planet in our solar system. Uranus is the last largest planet in our solar system and Neptune is the last planet in our solar system. Now let's ask some questions. Which is the small which planet is called evening stars? Yes, absolutely. That's the Venus. Second question: in which planet the aliens live in? Yes, absolutely. The Mars. Third question and the last question. Which is the smallest planet in our solar system? Yes, absolutely, the Mercury. Another fact about solar system is long back ago, another planet named Pluto was there, which got blasted. Thank you.
Good afternoon to one and all, respected principal and teachers. Today, I Pushkar Y. Patwardhan of Class 8 ICSE is going to explain the use of solar energy with the help of solar car model that is prepared by me. So let me tell about the parts and things I have used in this model. There are cardboard sheets cut into sizes, one high torque DC motor, four rectangular batteries, and lastly, but not the least, that is solar panel of 6 volts energy supply. The solar panel during daytime helps to store energy into the lithium batteries and it could run even when there is no solar energy. Now let's demonstrate this model. Petrochemicals are not permanent. However, solar energy is the natural gift for the humankind without any cost or labor. Now, the upcoming generation must try to use the non-conventional form of energy in coming future. Now let us remove these rechargeable batteries and directly demonstrate this model using solar panel. Everything in nature has its own pros and cons, and so is my topic solar energy. Only motto is to take the right advantage of this precious resource and get benefited. So I'm thankful to you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to present myself here. Thank you, one and all.
Hello everybody, my name is Johan and I am from class 9B and my topic for the project is green building. A green building is one which uses less water, optimizes energy efficiently, conserves natural resources, generates less waste and provides healthier space for occupants as compared to conventional buildings. It involves less impact on individuals' health and environment through better design, construction, operation, maintenance and removal. Here we have a rooftop garden uh, which has a green tent which traps sunlight from the sun. It also acts as cooling. In my project, we have solar panels and there is solar water heater and solar panels are used for the lights and other electronic devices in the building. Here we have wooden carpet for insulation and we have insulation material for heat repelling in the walls. We have wide doors and wide windows for cross ventilation. We also have a rainwater harvesting system in which rainwater is collected and filtered and stored in a tank, which is then used for purposes such as washing, cleaning, etc. We have motion sensor solar panel powered lights also in the parking lot and throughout the building.
Hello, my name is Preetham and I'm from class 7. So today my topic is volcanic eruption and I prepared a volcanic mountain which is a working model. So I'm going to explain you how volcanic eruptions take place and its causes, and I'm going to do the working model of it. So volcanic eruptions happen when lava and gas are discharged from the volcanic vent. The most common consequences of this are population movements, as large numbers of people are often forced to flee the moving lava flow, and volcanic eruptions often cause temporary food shortages and volcanic ash landslides called lahar. So now I'm going to show you the working model in front of you. So for this wall, so the materials which I took to prepare this volcanic mountain are, I took a bottle and a POP covered with cloth. I took some bamboo sticks inside and kept it, and I covered the plywood with some tissue papers and blue colored paint. What's that? So I took some salt. So I'll add some salt in it and some baking soda. I'll add some food color also. And I'll add some dishwashing liquid. And at the final, I'll add vinegar. You can see the lava coming out. Pause.
ನೀನು ಉಪ್ಪು ಕೈ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಳೋ ಹಾಕು ಒಂಚೂರು ಏನಾದ್ರೂ
So you can see the lava coming out. So this is the volcanic eruption which I made. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, children, for your creative ideas. Water bodies have been polluted due to industrial waste.
Ma'am, but this polluted water can also be purified.
But how?
We have Sanjana and Sada to tell us how to buy water.
Yeah, but there are other sources also for this pollution, and excessive use of petroleum-based transportation systems will also cause water pollution. And we have Samanvi with us who will be telling us about the electric vehicles which have often been suggested as a helpful solution to reduce oil consumption and air pollutant emissions.
Okay, let's watch them.
Sure. Let's welcome their innovative ideas.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Saida Fatima Ahmed. I'm from grade 6A, and I've chosen the topic water. On the basis of that, I'm going to do a traditional filter. So the materials required for it are 4 earthen pots. So in the pots, we need
charcoal, gravel, and sand. And these three pots have a hole. The base pot does not have, as we are going to collect water in it. So, and another thing that we require is a glass of water that we have mixed with sand to make it impure. We are going to stir this, keep it aside. So now, this is the base pot. We are going to put on this sand, gravel, and charcoal. Here, this is what the traditional filter looks like. We are going to add a little bit of water. So basically, this traditional filter was used in villages long time ago to filter the water. So this will take some time and we are going to do it. And here we go. We have the water collected, which is pure. I hope you like this experiment and thank you for your attention and time.
I'm Sanjana of class 8th and I am doing water purification by simple techniques. In this video, you will know how to purify water in simple techniques. After making holes, we should put a filter paper. Put a filter paper like this. Things needed for water purification by simple techniques. Fine sand. Take the fine sand and fill it. Next we need coarse sand and fill it. So now we have filled fine sand and coarse sand. Third we need is charcoal. Now fill it. So now we have filled fine sand, coarse sand and charcoal. Last we need is pebbles. Now we should fill it. So now we have filled all the required things. Now the water purification bed is ready. So the first layer is of fine sand, above that is the coarse sand, above that there is a charcoal layer and the last is pebbles. Now we have taken a glass container to check the purity. So first the water passes through the pebbles and then through the charcoals. The charcoal absorbs the dirt and the microbes in the water and then it passes through the coarse sand and through the fine sand. The fine sand also absorbs the dust particles in the water and finally the pure water is left out. Now the dirt water is poured. Onto the dust. Now the dirt water is slowly passing through the purification bed and as you can see pure water is being left. The water was like this, and at the bottom it will be very pure. And see the water at the bottom. So this is the dirt water, and in the dirt water passes through the purification bed, and finally the pure water is left out.
Hi, my name is Samanvi. I'm going to show you electricity car. Materials required are four wheels, two double-side DC motor, one scale, two batteries, two switches. Now it is a stored power electricity where we can even charge it with the. I have taken a waste cable wire, and then we have to open the connector of the battery, and then we have to roll it and charge it. It will charge. Now I'm going to show you how does it work.
Oh, so we have an alternative water purification method. Thank you, children. Technologies are advancing rapidly in order to meet the peak of electricity demand, softwares, automobiles, and robotics. We have with us Sumer Desai from grade 6 to showcase his model on next generation energy storage, Dhyana Kuren from grade 9 with her working of electromagnet with an iron nail, and Sanjit Verma of grade 8 with the concept of robotics. Please welcome them.
The law of conservation of energy states that energy can be neither created nor destroyed, but it can be transformed into any other sources of energy. From caveman times to now, the energy being used is classed as conventional energy. It is from coal or petroleum resources. Coal or petroleum is burnt, and that is converted into electrical energy or any other energy that's being used. But it has its problems as it's polluting the air and it's running out, clean air is running out to breathe. So nowadays we're using green energy. Green energy pros are that it doesn't produce any pollution and it's environmental friendly, but it has cons too. And they are that you cannot control them as they are from natural sources. So when it rains, you get thermal energy, but you cannot control the rain. You cannot get energy when it's needed. Solar energy, it only comes in daytime as the sun is up during the day. But at the nighttime, solar energy is not created. For that, we need energy storage. Energy can be stored and the energy can be released and created to electrical energy or any other energy that you want, whenever you want it. Types of energy storage are pumped hydroelectrical power, compressed air energy storage, and gravity batteries. Pumped hydroelectricity power is when thermal energy, or when it rains in a river reservoir here, and that energy that is created here is used for a pump to pump it into a higher reservoir over here. And when we need that energy, it's released into the lower reservoir, and that creates energy. Well, it releases the energy, and that energy is used to light up a city or whatever you want. Compressed air energy storage is when the energy that is produced is used to compress the air, and it's stored there. And whenever you want the energy again, the air is decompressed and that creates electricity, which is released, and you can use it for whatever you want, whenever you need it. Gravity battery is when the energy that is used, that is created, it will lift a heavy load from 3 tons to 3,000 tons from a very high distance, and it is locked in that position. And whenever the energy is needed again, it is released and it falls down to the distance that it is in, and that again releases the electrical energy that is created, and it can be used up for any function. Now I want to show you a gravity battery that I built out of Lego Technic bricks. These are the components of this model. This is the power source. You can think of it as any green energy, like solar energy, wind energy, etc. It is connected to a motor, and through a gearbox, it will pull with electrical energy any weight in a shaft. And due to energy being stored with potential energy, it will stay there and store any of the energy. Then it will be locked in that position, and whenever the energy needs to be used, it will open the lock, and due to gravitational pull, it will fall down, getting converted into kinetic energy. And with the kinetic energy, due to these wheels right here, through a generator or a motor, it is connected to a bulb or the electricity consumption. Now I will show you the demo. So first, the gearbox is connected to the motor, and the electrical energy from the power resources is pulling the weight. Now the weight has been pulled up to the top of the shaft, and the weight is locked in the position. When the electricity or the energy being stored is needed, the shaft is released and is converted into kinetic energy, and the light bulb has switched on. Thank you for looking at this. I hope you understood about energy storage and why it's very important to the world. Thank you.
For this project, I'm going to make an electromagnet with an iron nail. The things that I used for this experiment is a battery, a cell, an iron nail, and a really thin copper wire. For testing my electromagnet, I have some metal objects here. Now I'm binding the copper wire to the nail and then connecting it to the cell. After I've done that, the nail will turn into a magnet. I've completed making the electromagnet. I'm going to try it. This nail has turned into an electromagnet. My electromagnet is working. As you can see, the pen is attached to the magnet.
So, good day to everybody who is watching this video. I am Sanjay Dwama from HC and I chose the topic robotics for the science exhibition. I will be explaining about the gyro bot. The gyro bot is a bot that balances on its own and it has two main parts, which is the bot itself and the stand on which it stands. The bot has 4 sensors and 3 motors. The first sensor is the light sensor. The light sensor is also called the color sensor. It identifies colors which are on the stand and also executes commands based on the colors. Next we have the ultrasonic sensor. The ultrasonic sensor emits ultrasound from one part which hits an object and bounces back, and the other part of the sensor receives the ultrasound. It thus measures the distance between the object and itself. Next we have the touch sensor observes human touch and then gives the signal to the emitted brick, which then executes the other part of the program. Next, the main sensor of the bot is called the gyro sensor. The gyro sensor finds out if the bot is in a vertical or a horizontal position and corrects the program if the bot is moving. The gyro bot has 3 motors. These are 2 large motors which power the wheels of the gyro bot. The middle motor over here powers the arms of the gyro bot and thus positions the sensors. Thank you. So here is the gyro bot. The gyro bot is a robot that uses the gyro sensor and it is similar to a Segway. So the gyro bot runs on a pre-programmed program which I will now start. Now you guys may be wondering what I just did there, as if you see, this stand on which the gyro bot was originally standing on before the program has 4 different color blocks, and each block represents a different program. I show each block to the light sensor over here, which senses the block and executes the command. The gyro bot runs without a stand on its own, similar to an inverted pendulum. It works on the same principle as the inverted pendulum. Now the red block, which I just showed it here, stabilizes the gyro bot and makes it not crash into anything. So right now the gyro bot goes front and goes back. Now the green color block, which I just gave here, makes the gyro bot go front irrespective of any obstacle. The yellow block here makes the gyro bot turn. If we don't stop this turning, the gyro bot rotates in a 360-degree manner. As you see, that was an obstacle, that's why the arms rotated. The gyro bot uses an ultrasonic sensor over here to sense obstacles and to evade them. The gyro bot right now evaded the wall using the ultrasonic sensor. You see, it is evading the wall again. This here is the blue block, It rotates the red wood in a similar fashion as the yellow block, but in exactly the opposite direction.
Thank you, children, for sharing your exhibits. Now, I request our judge, Dr. Deepa R. Hebbar, to address us.
Hello, one and all. It's a total honor and pleasure to be here today. I thoroughly enjoyed the show that was put up by the students. I appreciate the efforts of students, teachers, and also parents. I must say, I was very much impressed by your presentations. Actually, it is very difficult to judge and choose the winner. According to me, you're all the winners. And also, I am grateful to the management, Principal Father Johnson Jacob CM, and all the staff for allowing me to be a part of Ignite Imagination. Thank you, one and all. Have a good day.
With this, we have come to an end of Ignite Imagination 2021. Thank you, children, for your wonderful ideas and keep up your spirit of learning new things. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to call Ms. Fida, 2nd ISC Science, to propose vote of thanks.
Good morning, Honorable Chief Guest, respected principal, teachers, and my dear fellow students. I feel extremely proud and privileged to express the note of gratitude on behalf of my school. I would like to thank our principal, Reverend Father Johnson Jacob Sr. You gave me an opportunity to speak on this occasion, and it is a matter of honor for me. I also thank you for setting up the successful program which gave us students the opportunity to discover the world of science. On behalf of the entire institute, I would like to thank our guest of honor, Mrs. Deepa R. Hebbar, for enlightening this occasion with your presence. I thank Reverend Father Santa Curin, the financial administrator, and Reverend Father Peter Martin, the Dean of Academics, for gracing this occasion with your presence. I take this opportunity to thank the entire student committee and the support staff without whom the program wouldn't be a success. I have also obliged to the parents present here. Thank you for joining the event. Lastly, I thank each and every one of you for joining this program and making it a successful one. Thank you. Now kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे